Hey everyone, welcome back to Cook the Books. I'm your host CJ, and hope you guys had a good weekend. Small slate of MLB tonight. We only got 3 games, so we got 2 plays for you. Gonna give you some of our plays from the Discord actually. We got 2 cappers that were on our first play of the day, which is going to be Mackenzie Gore under 6.5 strikeouts. They were able to lock this in on at minus 145 on DraftKings, minus 150 on Fliff. So depending on what books you have, look for that price if it's already jumped too much, because I have seen this as a popular play on Twitter as well. As we took this last night and overnight, a lot of people have seen it jumped on the line. So if it's moved a decent amount, just skip it. Not much. Whenever there's like not many plays, I mean, there's always, never force a betting day. There's always going to be another day of betting. So there's no reason, if prices aren't good, if a line's too weird, just get off of it, chill out for the day, come back the next day, and get some good prices then. So that's just my advice on props in general. But Mackenzie Gore under 6.5 strikeouts. Gore has a 50% hit rate on this line for the season, and the Mets are a tough matchup for him. So if we're gonna hop back into his chart, he has hit it at a 50% clip on the season, and 3 of his last 4. So he's been pitching well. But when we're looking at the matchup here, and that's what is the most important, the Mets, they've been playing great baseball this year, and K percentage wise, they have ranked in the bottom of the league, so 25th. And they're a pretty good hitting lineup, especially versus left-handed pitchers. I mean, you can just see when I switch it here from the 2024 overall to just strictly versus lefties, a lot of green in this lineup, a lot of guys hitting over 300. And besides that, I mean, there's only 3 guys here hitting below 241. A lot of guys hitting the ball well against lefties. I mean, there's only one guy projected in the lineup tomorrow, which is P. Alonso, that has a strike percentage that might be a little bit worrisome, especially since he's one of the lower hitting guys versus left-handed pitchers, and he's at a 22.2% K rate. And then I guess Torrens as well with 25%. But I mean, that's a little weird because he's got way less plate appearances since he hasn't been in the lineup. So take that one with a grain of salt. So basically 1, maybe 2 guys that you could say are good K targets in this game. But if we look at the matchup for him, only hit in 1 of the last 4. He faced the Mets at home earlier this season, and he only had 2. I'll even hop back in here because I think it was Marcus. Yeah, Marcus even noted, when we're talking about 17 of the last 20 starting left-hand pitchers are under this line against the Mets. So it's not a good sign if you're looking for the over here. So 17 of the last 20 lefties have gone under this line versus this Mets lineup, and we're going to back Mackenzie Gore to do it as well here. So Mackenzie Gore under 6.5 strikeouts, and we're going to be moving on to our second play and our final play for the day. This one is coming from me. I'm going to be backing Austin Gomber under 6.5 hits allowed. I got that for a minus 120 on Caesars. As I note in my write-up here in the Discord, it is kind of a scary line just because the Brewers are, they've been one of the better hitting lineups this year, but they've been way better versus right-handed pitching versus lefties. I mean, if this was a right-handed pitcher, you would see all green here. They're like top 5, top 7 in most hitting stats versus righties, but versus lefties, it's a different story. Very average, middle of the pack, bottom of the league even. They rank 21st in WRC plus and 17th in on-base percentage. Then looking at the lineup, as I said, versus everyone, they have a pretty decent lineup. But when you switch it to left-handed pitchers, a lot of these guys drop into 162, 195, 220, 118. There are a couple hitters here. Obviously you're gonna expect guys like Contreras and Yelich to still do their thing. But most of the lineup is not good versus left-handed pitchers, and just looking at Gomber under this line in 13 out of 15 games this season. And if you're scared of a little sweat, because I mean he has given up 6 a decent amount, 5. So I mean it could be this is going to be a little sweaty line, but I'm still liking it to go under because of this right here. They are playing at home, and he has yet to go over at home, so no reason not to back him again. Especially versus a lineup that struggles more versus left-handed pitchers. And I mean, I can just look at the head-to-head versus Milwaukee, allowing only 2 and 1 hits in his last 2 times facing them. Now, granted, this was from the 2022 season, so I don't really hold much water in this. I'm just showing it to you as more just like a marker, just so you guys know. But personally, if it's like, you know, that far out, even looking back to last year, like unless like the lineups are basically the same, I mean, it's hard to you know, really draw any conclusion from that. So I really don't hold too much weight in that. But what I do hold weight in is the fact that he's under in 13 out of 15 games this season and every single home game. I mean, these are some good lineups that he's keeping under too. I mean, the Dodgers, Texas, you know, they haven't been as good as last year, but you know, they still have some good hitters in that lineup. Houston, you know, all these San Diego, all these lineups have, you know, pretty good hitters in them. And he kept them under. So, I mean, even just looking at his away, he kept San Diego again on the road to 2, and then LA again to 5. So, I mean, he's held the Dodgers underneath this line twice. He's held the Padres under this line twice. St. Louis, you know, some good lineups. Houston, Philly. His only 2 bad games were on the road in Minnesota and Houston, and both those teams have been playing well. So I'm liking Gomber to stay under 6.5 hits allowed in this one. And that will be the full betting card on this betting Monday. Small card, so you got to pick your spots, but you know, hopefully we have a nice 2-0 day, and we can get ready for the big slate tomorrow. As always, if you guys want access to these lines as soon as we find them and put them in the Discord, link to the VIP is down in the description below. We've got, you know, not only are you going to get our best bets right when we put them out, so you can avoid the bumps on these lines, but you can also get access to our plus EV betting bots that find positive EV opportunities at the click of a button. You literally just click it and it takes you right to the slip, ready to place a bet. Very easy. We also have cheat sheets for every single sport and game predictions. So a lot of good things in the Discord. It's really just a big information hub. And then we have picks on top of it. So even if you're a person that wants access to just a lot of, you know, data and analytics to help you, you know, research your picks a little bit more, got it all in the VIP. So check it out if you guys are interested. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. All things help the channel grow. And if you guys are following today's bets, good luck. And as always, let's cook the books.